Boody. Boodoo. My computer is acting up. Is Windows trying to install updates? Because if Windows trying to install updates, I'm gonna kick it in the teeth. Kick it right in the teeth. Right in the teeth. Steel trash can is ready. And it's Sunday. It's gift day. Ooh, the baby's walking. Well, not walking. The baby's moving around. Hey, baby. Pumpkins are done. My wine is done. Seriously, computer, this is Stardew Valley. Like... Okay, I guess I'm lagging. Yeah, it's... something is definitely wrong. Yeah, it's installing updates and not telling me about it. That's even worse. Well, welcome to the lag stream, I guess. Computers. Who even likes these stupid things? Yeah, this is unfortunate. Well, yeah. Windows sucks. Stardew Valley just crashed, so, I don't know, maybe we'll do the Wordle. Ridiculous. Alright, I like to start out with route. I got nothing with that today, and when that happens, I like to move to claim. That's pretty good. Clint. Clips. Clips. Let's try clips. We could try click. No. Cliff. Clint. No, Clint is a name. Cleaview. Click. Well, I've got one guess left, and I don't know what it is. I know it isn't climb. Clive isn't a word. Click with a Q. Clips. I already tried. No W. No. Clid. No. Click. No. Clidge. Cliz. Clicks. Cliv. Huh. I don't know what this word is. Says that it's no longer installing updates though, so that's nice. Let's try this again. Take two. The baby's over here. Defend yourself from the baby. Alright, now we'll do the wine. That's a wasted star fruit, but that's life. Alright. Back on track. Got some batteries. Why did I have cheese in here? That doesn't make any sense. Starfruiter getting ready. Gonna need some more starfruit seeds. Gotta go buy, what, 50, 75. I'll just go buy some pumpkins. Just a bunch of pumpkin seeds. Gonna have some fat stacks of cash tomorrow. Need to make another milk machine. Oh shoot, I needed to save some of those pumpkins. I am such a dumbass. Oh well. Pop that in there. I believe it's just Krobus and Leo. Oh, and Woolert, but Woolert doesn't count. He's my baby. Babies don't count. They're not real people. Hey, John, how's it going? I accidentally sold a bunch of pumpkins, and I need a couple for my box, and I need one to give to, it's either Abigail or Caroline for a quest that I didn't do last fall. But there's time enough to plant some more pumpkins, so I'll just save pumpkins next time. Girls' Day at the beach. Oh yeah. I put my gosh darn diamond away. That was for Krobus. Pam standing there with some hazelnuts. One, two, three, 7, 8, 9. You think they call French fries in France? No, I think they call them pommes de frites. My opinion of mayo on fries is similar to my opinion of mayo. No thanks. I do not like mayo very much, though. Why didn't I fertilize these bad boys? Yeah, you're right. They changed that. I think that's all of them. Grab these truffles. One fruit in the fruit bat cave. Congratulations. Good luck or break a leg, whichever is appropriate. Knock 'em dead. I am not doing stand-up this Saturday. I don't know what I'm doing. Hopefully turning into a horse. That'd be nice if I turn into a horse this Saturday. Absolutely. You're very welcome. If you make it big, don't forget about me. Feel free to forget about me if you make it big. I'm just playing. Oh, by no means. I could absolutely not do stand-up. Oh, definitely not. I'm not even like saying I don't think I'd be very good at it. I'm saying that even if I was amazing at it, I would be terrified of standing up there in front of people and telling them jokes. Good luck. Gotta collect some wood. I think I'm gonna get the community upgrade when I can, but I am currently going to look at my telephone because my telephone keeps going off. Ah, I see. I'm not quite rich enough yet to just buy all the wood I need. Close, but not quite enough. It's a good day. Made some good profit. Pet my baby? No. Yeah, I've got a box full of stuff. Pet the cows and sheep and goats. There's no sheep in here, folks. I keep confusing my jukebox. In the words of Thomas Jefferson, what did you miss? I cut down some trees. I turned my jukebox on for the first time ever. And I went to sleep. That's what you missed. Not a whole lot. I have not seen Hamilton. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I think it's kind of a wacky idea to write a rap musical about a bunch of slave owners. But that might just be me. I'm gonna have to take your word on that one. I don't think it's for me. Why do I still have this beer? I don't give gifts to anyone who likes beer. Grab that for him, grab that for him. I did find the owl statue. It's in between my little cusp of trees and my my greenhouse. We're almost there, Krobus. Stretchy stretch. I have never read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly. No, I haven't. I might be hanging around the wrong people. By which I mean, I might be hanging around no people. Emily, what are you doing here? What the hell? Oh no, she's mad. Oh no, she's not a purple star because she's not the person I married. Okay, I got really confused. No, what's... Oh, I did work in tech. Most of my coworkers in technology, one of them, my favorite one, never told me about that book. We talked a lot about maps and flags and how language is weird. The only science fiction that I was exposed to from my coworkers was a book called House of Suns, which I read and it was good. But no, I don't know it. I might do I need to know it? I'll make a note. I have no mouth and I must scream. All right. That's waiting for me. I mean, I'd read it now, but it might be under copyright, and then I could get in trouble for reading something that was under copyright on stream. Whoops, meant to drop those off. Oh well. Hi, Robin. Bug guts. Prismatics. I don't want to deal with either of those right now. Boo-dee boo, boo-doo boo boo boo-doo ba. Favorite berry? Raspberry. I used to house sit for my aunt and an uncle, and they had raspberry bushes that had just grown so tall. And I remember sometimes I would wake up while I was house sitting, and just like a bear, I would just go out and I would just eat a raspberry breakfast right off the bush, and then I'd go back to sleep, also like a bear. And I enjoyed that very much. I think life would be better if more of us got to live like a bear from time to time. You know, there was this girl I knew in college who said that all berries taste the same and that the only difference is the texture. Had she... Was she... Did she... What? 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 That is so wild. Had she ever had a berry? Could she taste food? Was she just fucking with you? What the hell? That is so wild. Holy crap. I don't even know what to do with that. She needs to get her tongue examined. Or like her brain or something. That's not... Wild. Dark Souls, these guys. Skip them. Run past. But like blackberries and raspberries have the same texture. That doesn't even what? Blackberries are just raspberries. That must be what she thought. That is I'm having difficulty getting past this. You should Dark Souls 2 these guys and never touch it. Oh. But I want the upgraded tools. Tell me a raspberry and a cranberry taste anything alike. Seriously. I don't know why they make cran raspberry juice. It's just the same thing twice. What the? I have never had a raw cranberry, but I'm not a big fan of cranberries, so... Like, their juice. So if it tastes anything like their juice, it's probably not for me. Imagine the juice, but like 5 times the sour and 0 sugar. Here's another tongue anomaly. My grandma said cranberry juice tastes like wine. First off, that sounds awful, the taste of a raw cranberry. I don't think that sounds good. Second off, how are you meeting these people with defective tongues? Is your tongue defective too in some way? Are you like an SCP that just causes people to taste stuff wrong and feel like they've always tasted it wrong? Ooh, prismatic shard. You know, Yeah, how did you meet your grandma? Did you meet her at like a college party? I realize now how ridiculous that is. Thank you. Yeah, how'd you meet your grandma? That's... not my sharpest moment, I'll say. I mean, I like all foods with very few exceptions, so maybe you do have a backwards tongue. Maybe. Do 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 do. The clinic's closed today for the Stardew Valley Fair, Maru. Alright, we'll grab this and this and this and this. And we'll grab this and this and this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll grab the salmon. Why not? I'm sure they'll like my fucking 1.5-year-old salmon. It's just been sitting in room temperature at my little chest the entire time. I'm sure that's gonna win first prize. If I eat it, you bet I'll get salmonella. Where's my laugh track? No, I still haven't gotten any ancient fruit seeds. I don't know what I've done wrong. I think I probably didn't bring my hoe with me enough in the spring. Wasn't paying attention second spring. I don't know. You're welcome, John. One bad joke deserves a laugh track. Okay, let's pick these suckers. Now, if you put 2 at the wooden rim, you'll never need to water in here again. That's the plan. To the fair! Why is it called a fair when you whip everyone's ass every year? Honestly, I got second place last year. Yeah, I set it up before I talked to you, Lewis. What do I look like? Some sort of chump? Some sort of fool? Need to get this rare crow. First place, 1,000 spar tokens? I'll be taking this, thank you. Okie dokie. And that's enough fare for me. Mm, 6, 9. All right. Doot, 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 doot. Doot. That's enough to win every year. Yo, they got autumn in this? Hey, Aiden, how's it going? Yeah, they got autumn in this. We're in autumn right now. Autumn is when I really started to fall for this game. Awful joke. Thank you, John. Pop this in here. Hydrate. Oh yeah, laugh track is the only sound I can produce, but it seemed like the most important one. Hello, baby. Hi, Maru. Thanks, Linus. I had one until I ditched Streamlabs. Still haven't found a good alternative. Yeah, I don't actually have a soundboard. I just have a laugh track thing, like a source for a laugh track in my... I guess I'm still using Streamlabs, aren't I? You're not... You don't need one, though. It just seemed important to me. Alright, well, if you've watered my plants... Pet the animals. Yeah, is there a problem with Streamlabs that I don't know about? Ah! Well, I'll grant you that then. This is the first I've heard of it. Entire business model is to make off OBS, which is open source code. Yeah. Yeah, that is a little shifty. I mean, I'm sure they're far from the first person to try and make money off open source code, but it's not ideal. You hate to see it. I need one of these actually. Okay, we go into the island. Go into the islands. As long as you're not buying into their stuff, I don't think anyone will fault you for using it or anything. Yeah, and I'm not. I'm just using their free product because I thought I'd try their free product. Not making any money off me, Streamlabs. Yeah, no, you absolutely hate to see it. Somebody goes out of their way. Oh, Krobus, purple star, no more Krobus. Till Friday. Someone puts a bunch of work into making open source software, and then somebody else puts a bunch of work into making money off their open source software. It's not what Linus would want, you know? I use OBS with Stream Elements. I'm gonna make another note over here in my notepad that you can't see. OBS with Stream Elements. And I'll look into that later, cause you really do hate to see it. Grab that. Grab this. Stream Elements. Okay, totally separate thing. Hey, little kid. I have this for you. Bulging very close by. That's this one. Thank you for the help, Parrot. Very useful. Go to the farm. Oh, my pineapple's ready. The only thing I miss is the chatbot soundboard. I need to make some more warp totems before I forget. Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, slime boys. It's a mushroom cave. Look at all these shrooms. You're an evil shroom. You're out of Earthbound, you evil walking mushroom. Ah, trying to find one Chatters can use. How hard would that be? Mushrooms in Earthbound are evil with it, though. Yeah, you know, and it's not even their fault. You know, it's Gygus' fault. That game is so weird. Need to beat Earthbound. I got to where Paula shows up and never picked it up again. And you need to play Earthbound. It's a, you know, it's a good game. I mean, it's old, right, but I enjoyed it. I played that on the ZS emulator back in, like, middle school. Nice. It's currently on the Switch Super Nintendo online thing. Also, I already got those. I already got that. Okay. Played a lot of games on ZSNES for the first time. That was the first time I played a Civilization game, was the one for the Super Nintendo. I think that's the, yeah, I think that might have been the first time I played Chrono Trigger. Which I also recommend if you're into the Super Nintendo era RPGs. Superstar. Like, is that Kirby's Superstar? Or is that something else I don't know about? Kirby Superstar. That was a good one. There are a lot of switches here. Ah, most of them are fake. You really like Kirby, and Superstar is the bomb. It is, it's a shame they don't make them like that anymore. Honestly, either Superstar... Ah! I need to eat a mushroom. Either Superstar, or if I was letting nostalgia win, I would pick Kirby's Adventure for the NES. Because that was my first Kirby game, and also the first game I ever 100% completed. It's a good game. First game you... Oh, a pirate hat! First game you 100%ed was New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. That was also a good game. Pop this sword in here. Pop that in there. Increase the damage. Dunk, 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 dunk. First game you 100%ed was Barney's Hide and Seek. That's, not a game I've ever heard of. I had a Where's Waldo game for the NES. Was it anything like that? You don't know how to answer that. That's fair. I mean, yeah. No, I'll grant you that. And in that way, they are similar. Okay, did you play as Barney? Gotta clean this crap out. Yeah, the Waldo one was literally just Waldo. Yeah, okay, so no, it was not very much like... Oh, I need to... Why am I not jumping on this iridium ore? What am I thinking? Yeah, not very much like it then. Oop. Guess most IPs are weird to put into video game format. You're not wrong there. And publishers wanting money also is not wrong. Could also beat the game by just going to the left of the screen and exiting the stage. Definitely sounds like a cash grab, yeah. So the speedrun for that game is pretty great. Beat every level by not seeing any of any level. Shoopity doopity. Let's throw some stuff in some boxes. Oh, it's time for this. Hey Julia, so what do you think? It's wonderful. I feel pretty good about it. In fact, it might be my finest work yet. Notice the round window? Very difficult to bend the frame like that. Oh, and the intricate carvings on the door? Took me forever. Did you notice that? Oh, I guess I'm rambling about wood again, huh? Anyway, I'm going to go talk to them, but first I have to ask. Do you want me to tell them you paid for this? No, I'd rather remain anonymous. Okay, you stay here then. Hey there, neighbors. That's a nice new house you got there. Robin, I don't know what to say. This is a dream come true. It's all I've ever wanted. Robin, thank you so much. Hey, don't thank me. Someone else came up with the idea and they paid for everything, too. Then who? I can't say. They insisted on remaining anonymous. They probably stayed anonymous so we wouldn't have to feel obligated to them. Whoever you are truly a pure angel. Well, I wouldn't go that far. Penny, from now on, we'll be like a real family. You hear? I don't want to be so bitter all the time anymore. I'm gonna try to turn my life around. They hug! Hug City. Let's get my watering can, my garbage can. Now let's process some geodes. That's what we need, a banana sapling out of a golden coconut. This is the exciting gameplay of opening a bunch of geodes all at once. Oh, I already had a prismatic shard for here. My bad. Oh good, more farm totems. I actually needed those. How many things do you need? You gotta be almost done. I don't know. I haven't checked. Got 4 rocks and a fair few artifacts left. Still don't have an ancient seed, which is usually one of the first ones you get. Oh, my rock box is getting full. My rock box is full. Okay, well, in that case... Well, then I've been really lucky in my previous playthroughs, because I usually get them pretty early. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Let's hope I did that wrong. I didn't actually check my guide. I could. Let's hope I did that wrong. Is that what I said? Yeah, let's hope I fucked that up. I'm swearing a lot today, aren't I? I don't know why. Grab the boring rocks. Put the boring rocks in their own box. The boring rock box. Open all my geodes, Clint. Come on, open up them geodes. so many geodes. I really let them stack up. Backup crystallarium. Not really all that useful to me, but I'll take it. Pew, pew, pew. Grab some more of that. Lots of work for Clint today. Why did I go to the mines? At the beach, we're at the beach, we're here in the jungle at the beach. The kid is not going to be here at this time of day. Hidden in the pages of the journal. Yeah, I'm working on it. They're all having their nice beach holiday, and I come sprinting by with a sword. Just like when I go to the beach. would love to assemble a fantasy RPG party to go to the beach. Yeah, that'd be great. I feel like there's one golden walnut left in these shells. Hey, look, there it is. Alright, up next. I don't know what's up next. Beep boop 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 a doop a doop boop boop. My telephone. Oh, that was a phone call. I got maybe one more day of this game. I have to leave early today. I need to, I have a physical scheduled, so I'll have to go to that so I can make sure that I am physically healthy and not about to die. Also, my foot's falling asleep. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to get your physical stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if it came across. You joke, I've had those both done recently. I must have told you about it the way you're phrasing it. Just keep going back and forth between the two until something conclusive comes up on one of them. Outside, inside, yeah. I just really hope that I don't have to get, like, any more done with that. I hope that that is over for now. Or will be over. Whatever. Thank you both. I appreciate that. I also hope it goes well. Worst case, I'm dying. But I don't think that's very likely. But we all die in the end, you know? Got a little fatalistic there. Sorry about that. Dying in the end? Couldn't be me. I wish you the best of luck in never dying. If that's your goal. Way ahead of you, Queen. Opens another soda. Preserve your insides as much as you can with soda. Oh man, soda's like the worst way to go. It hasn't killed me yet. It must be a nighttime thing. No, Aiden in denial? Never. No one's in denial here. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Oh, hey, look. Just got the secret note that taught me how to use the mermaid stones. Fireball. Fireball. I really like this song. It's a good one. I'm glad you agree, Aiden. Alright, I gotta go see a pirate about some golden walnuts. Scare this crab on my way. Get out of here, crab. Yeah, I got a dart over there. John knows what's up. Oh, they're not here yet. Hurry up, pirates. You just gonna sit out there and sail all day? What time do they get here? Ah, for real? I don't know shit about pirates. We are the pirates that don't do anything. We just stay at home and lay around. And if you ask us to do anything, we'll just tell you we don't do anything. I'm thinking about VeggieTales now. Please forgive me. Heck yeah, you know what I'm about. Best part of that show was the silly songs. I love my lips. Skibbity pop pop beat up bow. Oh, I thought they only showed up on rainy days. Ah, friddle, friggle, frick, fraggle. Thank you, John. Got that totally backwards. The one where they just contemplate how to murder Daniel? I don't know this one. Love your religious upbringing. Yeah, I didn't have a religious upbringing. My original exposure to VeggieTales was a kid on the playground was singing the cheeseburger song. VeggieTales is about religion, but they have silly songs with Larry, which are specifically non-religious. Silly songs with Larry is just art. So good. You were brainwashed with all of them, and now they're memes. Yeah, no, that's a pretty good outcome. Better than continuing brainwashedness. That's how that sentence was supposed to come out, I'm sure. Alrighty. I'm gonna sleep on Maru's side of the bed for the night. Just throw her off. And I am gonna go take care of a few things and then head out for my physical. I really appreciate you coming by and chatting with me. Really brightens my day. I hope you both have a lovely day. I hope you both turn into birds if that's something you're interested in. And good luck. Take care.